Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat is an American sitcom series starring Hudson Yang, Randall Park, and Constance Wu. Created by Nahnatchka Khan, it is loosely inspired by the life of chef and food personality Eddie Huang and his book Fresh Off the Boat. It is the first American television sitcom starring an Asian American family to air on network primetime since Margaret, CHO's All-American Girl, which aired for one season in 1994. Its style has been compared to the comedy series Everybody Hates Chris. The flashback technique with voice-over narration from the present day is similar to The Wonder Years. The show debuted on ABC with 2 preview episodes on February 4, 2015. The second episode, which aired after Modern Family, was promoted as a bonus episode and formally premiered in its prime-time slot on February 10, 2015. The first of the 2 preview episodes garnered 7.94 million viewers, becoming the second highest-rated comedy premiere that season. On May 7, 2015, ABC renewed Fresh Off the Boat for a second season of 13 episodes. ABC ordered 9 additional episodes on October 13 and 2 more on November 17, leading to a total of 24 episodes for the second season. On March 3, 2016, ABC announced that the series has been renewed for a third season, which premiered on October 11, 2016. On May 12, 2017, ABC renewed the series for a fourth season, which premiered on October 3, 2017. Premise: the story follows the course of Eddie Huang's Taiwanese family as they make their way from Chinatown of Washington, D.C. to Orlando, Florida, to open up a cowboy-themed steak restaurant in 1995. His mother struggles with the culture clash between her upbringing and Florida community that doesn't have a large Asian population. His father embraces the American dream and Eddie struggles with assimilating into school. Development and production. Eddie Huang's 2013 Fresh Off the Boat caught the attention of TV networks upon release, with ABC and 20th Century Fox Television signing in late that year. Huang, the show's creator and one of the producers of the series, led a Twitter campaign to change the original show name Far East Orlando when it was in development. On May 13, 2014, ABC ordered the first season of the show during the May 2014 upfront to air in 2015 as a mid-season replacement. The real-life Eddie Huang narrates the first season only 11 episodes into the first season. Huang expressed frustration over ABC's approach, saying it presents an ambiguous cornstarch story about Asian Americans that perpetuates an artificial representation of Asian American lives. The sitcom was adapted to suit a broader American audience. He also tweeted in April 2015, "I understand this is a comedy, but the great comics speak from pain." Prior Rock Lewis, "This show had that opportunity, but it fails." Despite his concern for authenticity, he finds the show a milestone for Asian Americans, as they are at the forefront of this television series. Huang further explained in an interview on National Public Radio, "The studio and network are not on a mission to not represent us. They just don't know how to." Huang described the exchange between his team and ABC as brief. In an article in Vulture magazine, Huang expressed concern over the studio's decision that Nahnatchka Khan, an Iranian-American writer, would represent his memoir for the TV scripts, believing that she would present the story as less than realistic and authentic. "I would be excited, but you attached a Persian writer, and I'm kinda worried it's going to be the Shahs of Cul-de-Sac Orlando." In 2015, Constance Wu was interviewed by Jenny Zhang for The Lenny Interview. In this interview she spoke about her initial fear of criticizing some of the show's details. Now in its second season, Wu speaks openly about her request for the staff to make the show more specific, stating, "If you change the food to a 1,000-year-old black egg with tofu and scallions, it will be a little more specific, and specificity is just better for character, and it's more interesting than, say, tofu and rice." Home media. On September 29, 2015, the first season of Fresh Off the Boat was released on DVD. The DVD had 2 discs with all 13 Season 1 episodes, and special features such as a gag reel as well as a Fresh Facts trivia track. Broadcast. Fresh Off the Boat premiered on FOX8 in Australia starting May 10, 2015. It was also picked up by Network 10 and started airing on 7 March 2016 on its sister channel 11. In the UK, the first season originally premiered on Amazon Video on February 4, 2015. The second season premiered on September 22, 2015. On November 1, 2017, Fresh Off the Boat will receive its television premiere on Channel 5's sister channel 5 Star, starting with the pilot episode. It debuted on March 12, 2015 in South Africa on Fox Crime. In South Asia, Fresh Off the Boat airs 12 hours after the US broadcast on Star World Premiere HD. Critical reception. Fresh Off the Boat has received critical acclaim. On Rotten Tomatoes, the show has a 91% certified fresh approval rating with the critical consensus. Once the cliched gags of Fresh Off the Boat are superseded by a grounded truthfulness, the series evolves into a humorously charming family sitcom. It also has earned a 75 out of 100 score on Metacritic, indicating generally favorable reviews. Particularly Constance Wu's performance has been acclaimed, earning nominations for both the TCA Awards and the EWWY Award for Best Supporting Actress in Comedy, as well as an Individual Achievement in Comedy nomination at the Critics' Choice Television Awards. Reviews cited the show's potential to increase the visibility and accuracy of Asian Americans in arts and entertainment. For writer and poet Jenny Zhang, Fresh Off the Boat was a welcome change from the representation of Asian Americans on the TV series she had seen as a child at age 11, where the few people who looked like her were either the subjects of crude jokes or had only minor cameos. It means that there are real conversations being had about Asian American identity in addition to acknowledging the lack of inclusivity Asian Americans have had in the nation's cultural and entertainment dialogue. Esther Su, writing for The Huffington Post, felt that many characterizations in the show misrepresented the Asian American experience, but acknowledged that our experience as Americans, like everyone else's, is varied, and to say that a single show can exemplify all our experiences would be a disfavor. I see Fresh as a soundboard for future shows with Asian American casts, helping make television a more diverse and inclusive cultural platform. The Harvard Political Review additionally commented that Fresh Off the Boat captures the essence of why diversity in media matters. We, like young Eddie, all want to see ourselves as worthy of being protagonists, whether in stories or in real life. However, lost in translation are the stories of parents and grandparents who also have claim to labels like the Asian American experience. Television critic Emily Nussbaum, in her review for The New Yorker, compares the memoir and television version of Hu Wang's relationship with his father and with black culture without a cruel bully for a father. Eddie's taste for hip-hop feels more superficial. In the book, it's an abused kid's catharsis and an identification with black history. Additionally, Hu Wang's identification with Black history has led to controversial remarks. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Would you like to know more?